Hey guys, it's Sailor Gamer and we're here with another Anthem video. With Anthem now officially being in release, the reviews have been pouring in and the opinions of others are flying all around the internet. Many of people have given their reviews and they have been highlighting things about the game that are negative yet valid. And those things I'm sure will be fixed in time. But at the same time, there are reviewers that are flat out telling people to not even purchase the game and they're saying that it's not even worth $60. With that, I decided that I want to talk about why I play Anthem and why I will continue to play through the highs and the lows. Also, towards the end of the video, we'll be talking about the roadmap that has just been released recently on Anthem's website. A link of the information will be in the description box below. Stay tuned and you'll officially be up to date on the latest in Anthem. If you are new to the channel, I am an up-and-coming content creator and I focus on creating educational videos for Anthem and a free-to-play action RPG named Dauntless. I also stream at twitch.tv/SailorTurnGamer, link in the description box below. If you ever want to catch me live, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a share, and join the fleet by hitting that sub button. Let's get into the content. First, if I was to sum this entire video up, I would just simply say in 3 words, because it's fun. I enjoy looter shooters, and I love games where the community is focused and they help push the narrative of bettering the game, and that game drops me in the world where I get to live out whatever power fantasy that is. Also, I gotta say, I could care less or not if the game has PvP. It's not really my thing, but I can understand there may be people that may not play the game because PvP is their thing. The power fantasy and the fun factor are some of the most important things to me. When I play the game, I'm not thinking about what it doesn't have because I know what it will. BioWare has been extremely transparent with this community, and I have no reason to think that things on the roadmap will not come into fruition. Me personally, I've never played a looter shooter that was perfect, and the games I've played all needed time to grow and mature into the games they're meant to be. But hey, let's talk about now, before we talk about the future. What does Anthem offer to its player base? Well, you know what? What does it offer to me to keep me playing? I don't know. Flight, movement, abilities, combos, a variety of character builds, and some interesting characters, and I'm a sucker for a good grind. I mean, really, I could go on and on. Right now, I got about 60 hours of gameplay that I've spent on the game, and nearly all of that's been on the Ranger, with a little bit of Storm and like 5 minutes of intercepted gameplay. Still haven't touched the Colossus. And I can still say I feel the power in the Masterworks that I have, but I still do not even have the one true build yet, nor do I have some of the Masterworks that I really want. The grind still continues. Now, I'm at a point where I can do GM2 things pretty well with time, but GM1 things are a breeze with the build that I'm using right now in my current playstyle. I don't even have the role stats that I'm looking for to optimize my build the way that I want to. If I were to do that, it would probably be better if I unlock blueprints, and I'm sure that's something that I would need, and there's a whole nother grind for that. It's something that really keeps me going. While playing the end game and getting a crap ton of loot, my brain began to think even more about the builds that I could achieve with my Ranger, maybe a gun-only build or an Elementalist team primer build using fire nades and poison darts. Maybe I could focus on luck for more drops or harvest for crafting or more blueprints. I mean, the options are limited. Right now, I'm focused on a blast build where I'm using a Masterwork frag grenade and I'm using a Masterwork seeker missile, and it's just so fun to dash around the battlefield just comboing and getting my ult and blast damage, and I'm using the Truth of Tarsus as a backup, and it's just a fun build. But like I said, there's so many other builds that I could go with the Ranger. It's just the options are unlimited and it's just amazing. And I'm not even talking about the other javelins yet, or how the gameplay feels when you switch to another javelin, or how the gameplay feels when you switch to another build. I mean, this game, there's a lot to it. It's in its infancy, and this is just the beginning. And with the 90-day roadmap being released, we have some kind of an idea of the kind of content that's going to be on the horizon. And that's not even mentioning the other things that they could release in the game that has nothing to do with the roadmap. But speaking of that, let's take a look at the roadmap, shall we? Okay, so the first thing that we see is recurring updates. They're already letting us know off the bat that we're going to be receiving several quality of life changes, fixes, improvements, and optimizations. We're going to be getting rewards using that weekly alliance system that they have set up. We're going to have challenges, dailies, weeklies, monthly challenges, and then they're going to do a store refresh. So they're just letting us know off the bat that these are the things that you have to look forward to consistently. We're going to consistently find that the game's going to be better. They're going to be buffing javelins whenever necessary. They're going to be fine-tuning things in the game, which is some things that they've already done, but they're going to consistently do that, as well as providing us challenges to give us reasons to log in daily. Something that I like, something that I do every day. I mean, I can't put the game down. Let's move on to the month of February, which is where we are now, towards the tail end of that. We recently got that Outlaw Outrage free play event. We just had the There Will Be Giants free play event. This was this past weekend for defeating 4 Titans. You got cosmetic vinyl, I believe. And then we will be getting a new free play event as well called Shaper Surge. I'm interested in that. This is all free, by the way. I know there are changes to the free play that they're doing, but looks like if we take a further look at the roadmap, they'll have more of that in store. We're going to work our way down to March of 2019, this coming up month, and we will be getting new cosmetics in the form of Elysian Stronghold caches. They talked about Stronghold changes and a live stream that they did, and I think this is the beginning of implementation of that. There will be new rewards, which will probably have something to do with those strongholds. We're going to get new missions in the form of legendary missions. They also spoke on that in that live stream. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch that live stream that happened, I'll link it in the description below. But basically, that live stream was the developers talking about the day one patch, but then they also spent a good portion of that live stream talking about some changes that they wanted to make to the game down the line in the form of legendary missions and stronghold changes. I will link that video again. It's going to be a highlight with timestamps, so you guys can't skip through that video and get to the good parts of the video that's going to be talking about the future of the game, aka some things that they already have listed in the roadmap. Of course, they're going to have new Cortex items that's going to be locked. As far as the free play event, there's going to be more free play events. There will be Giants, another free play event with the Outlaw Outrage, and then we're going to get another free play event under something that is a mystery right now. But basically, what we're looking at in the month of March is tons of reasons to hop into the game and hop into free play. I'm guessing each of these free play events is going to give us an opportunity to possibly get a new vinyl or just another really, really cool item. I mean, I think I'm already excited because there's so many possibilities for free play and so many things that they could do to actually change free play up and make it a fun place to actually hop into the world and be able to enjoy a lot of that. And a part of that roadmap, we also got a chance to look at April of 2019, and if you make it to April or come back at that point, we will be getting a mastery system, and that is going to be awesome. Once we get more information about the mastery system, I will be covering that here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. With that mastery system, we'll be getting new rewards in April, more free play events, tons of them. We're going to get tons of free play events, including a Shaper Storm. We're going to get more legendary missions. It's the second phase of that, so who knows how many legendary missions we're going to get, but that's going to be awesome. It's going to be another way to experience the story. If there were parts of that story that you really loved without the cutscenes, but just experience the story on a harder difficulty, possibly new enemies, a more variety of enemies, which is going to be awesome. They're going to be implementing weekly stronghold challenges, which is going to be really, really cool. And with that, we are going to get a new stronghold. So that is another thing that's really, really awesome. Also, around the time of April, looks like we'll be getting guilds and leaderboards too. So stay tuned for Sailor Turn Gamer, because we will be creating the fleet, and you guys can feel free to join the guild in April when that comes about. I can't wait. And to wrap up the first part of Act 1, the Cataclysm will be coming as well in May. And with the Cataclysm coming, we'll be getting more free play events, new missions, and new rewards for those missions and Cataclysms. I mean, I can't wait to learn more about that. And as time progresses, we will be covering the free play events. We will be covering the Cataclysm. We will be covering guilds, strongholds, Shaper Storms, any and all everything Anthem. I mean, I am excited. And hopefully after this video, you guys have a good idea as to why I play Anthem, why I still will be playing Anthem throughout the highs and the lows of the game. And hopefully you guys have also learned a little bit more about that roadmap. If you're curious about the roadmap and you want to know even more about that particular thing, be sure to check the description box below, and I'll have a direct link to the roadmap as well as Anthem's official website and Anthem's official Reddit page, so you guys can stay up to date as well outside of these videos. And stay tuned for the next one. Anybody that made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this sailor be out in the open ocean. Peace.